Roll the corn. We know the truth now. Hit the like button, hit the share button, put where you're from, and put the corn in the chat. Put where you're from and put the corn in the chat. Miami in the building. What up, Derek? Soul Seer, love you and I'm in love with you. Roll the corn. We know the truth now. Tampa in the building. Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Sly Works, what up? Wisner, Louisiana. BTJ. Brian Blue, appreciate you, brother. Tampa, big country, roll the corn, brother. Now in the background is my new logo for the Roll the Corn hoodies and t-shirts. This is the new logo for the Roll the Corn hoodies and t-shirts in the background. Y'all can order these as soon as I get off the live. Soon we get off the live, y'all can order these. These are new Roll the Corn hoodies, t-shirts. They're going to come in white, red, green. Might even do yellow. Roll the corn. Cleveland, Ohio, what up? Christopher. Indian J, what's up, brother? Indian J, did you get your hoodie? You got your hoodie, bro? Arawak, what up? Fort Hood, Texas, roll the corn. Atlantean Highlander. Indian J, did you get the hoodie? Just making sure. Roll the corn. Barber Black, what up? Today I'm going to do Q&A. Orange Mound, Tennessee. Lee County, Arkansas. Roll the corn. Carl Macon, what's up? This the new Roll the Corn hoodie right here. This the logo in the background. Nashville, Tennessee, First Lady, how you doing? Follow the First Lady. Tone Loke, what up? Today I'm gonna talk to the people. I want to get some questions, some comments, things you want to learn about, things we ain't covered yet. Whatever you can think of, hop in the chat. I want to talk to everybody. Jerry L. Nature, what up? I bow my head to my people. I love you, and I'm in love with you. We know the truth now. Today I'm gonna do Q&A. L-I-N-Y, what's up? Shaheed, what's up, brother? Hoodie's on the way. Albany, New York. Y'all follow Shaheed. Follow Shaheed. Albany, New York Blue, what's up? Roll the corn. Virginia, Trina White. Indian J, did you get the hoodie? Did it hit the mail yet? Just making sure. Now, today, okay, Indian J, I was worried about your hoodie, bro. They hit me back talking about they got lost and it came back, but I'm glad it made it, bro. Roll the corn. It's gonna make it. We gonna make it. We gonna make it. Appreciate you. Appreciate your support, man, for buying the hoodies, y'all. Appreciate that. Today, I'm gonna take some questions from everybody. Whoever wanted to ask a question or got a comment or some things we need to cover or some things y'all want me to research, some things that you know in certain towns that everybody don't get to see that we live around. I want y'all to put the spotlight on these places so we can research it, find out what's going on. Because the more and more we find out about this land, the more and more we are equipped to understand our real history in America. Because a lot of stuff you guys see in areas that are unknown, small towns in America that everybody don't get to see. So if y'all see some type of mounds or old buildings or something that ain't right in these towns, send me the footage, send me the town name, hop in the guest box. Let's talk about it. We'll pull it up. We'll look around. It's so much. We're so far behind on information from our land mass. So we got to get back to put our ear back to the land, and we start to learn the land and the ancestors gonna teach us what's going on in these areas. Now I was talking about. Now let me talk about this first. Y'all hop in the guest box if you got something to say. Hop in the guest box. Let me tell y'all something. I was asked on a podcast. I done a podcast with a guy from New York last night, and he asked me a question, kind of caught me off guard. Right? He asked me a question about how do I feel about like the rappers from the South? Like, how do I feel about like Finesse 2 Times, like NBA Youngboy, Lil Boosie, Gucci Man, and stuff like that. He kind of caught me off guard because people don't really ask me no questions about no updated stuff. I had to. He tried to come to me like, why are they so not understandable? Why are they like they are? Why are they outgoing, talkative people like that? And I had to explain to him, it's different in the South, bro. No, he was from New York. It's different in the South, bro. I understand those people. I 100% understand them. I grew up around people just like these people. I'm kind of like them myself. They very outspoken. They don't hold back. Right? They don't do no faking and shaking. They don't do no kissing no ass and faking and shaking and trying to be everybody's friend. See, in the South, we are more tapped in, like spiritual wise, to understand that everybody's not our friend. Everybody's not of our culture and want to be, like that. So what people have to understand is growing up in these areas in the South is different, bro. It's different, bro. It's not like New York. It's not like Buffalo. It ain't like fucking California. It ain't no fucking Nevada. It ain't like that. It's real down here, people. And when I say real down here, people gonna talk to you real. People do real things, bad or good. Like, the bloodline of these people is cut a whole nother way. So you gotta understand that when people speak their mind from the South, that don't make them crazy. It don't make them, they say, how he tried to come at me like, these guys crazy, man. They just say anything. You don't know what these people been through, bro. These people been in a system that sent them to jail when they were 14, 12, 13. They've been in the hood where it's gang banging and poverty and evil deeds done. And they put us in a bad position. Ain't no money just floating around in the South. Like, you can go to like major cities and make money and survive for the day. In some of these places in the South, ain't no Lyft. Ain't no DoorDash. Ain't no goddamn, ain't what they call it, Instacart. Ain't none of that shit. Ain't none of that. You got to get it all out the mud, bro. This makes these people who they are. Right? They turn to street hustling. They go to jail. It's fast talk, slick talk. It's different. I can't explain it, but I might have to just get out here in the community and just show you, right? Because Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, Arkansas, Tennessee, Georgia, Florida, the Carolinas, Kentucky, and I ain't really talking about no other states. I'm just saying these places are different, bro. They're different. And I got much love for those guys. Because you know why? What they came out of to be successful people, I can't do nothing but respect it. You got to know where people come from to respect their success, right? Don't none of these guys supposed to have made it in life. None of them. They got the hardest beat to make it. I'm telling you what I know. So, you got to respect it. When I see these guys doing well, my people doing well, man, I got to respect it to the utmost. Because I know where y'all came from. I know y'all background. I know what your people done. I know we are connected. We kind of like motherfucking avatars. We connected. Hop in the guest box if you got any questions, y'all. Any questions in the comments. I'm taking questions from everybody. You got receipts you want to show me? We can go over. Hop up. Pull up the receipt. Let's talk about it. And another thing, another question that he asked me on this podcast was about Black Wall Street. That's why I put the video up about Black Wall Street today. Black Wall Street is named the Greenwood District. Your Q&A today, Niji Skeet. Black Wall Street is named the Greenwood District, right? Where does that come from? Put it in the chat. Before they called it Black Wall Street, it was called the Greenwood District in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Where does the Greenwood name come from? What area in the country? Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. Greenwood. Greenwood, Mississippi. Right? The first people there were from the Delta area, moved in the Indian Removal Act to Tulsa. They didn't have nothing, people. They didn't have absolutely nothing in the 1830s, if I'm not mistaken. 1830s, Indian Removal Act moves our people to Tulsa. They try to say we were freedmen, but the whole time we was the original melanated Indian in the South. They put the freedman story together to make you think you was an Indian slave, so you would never remember that you were the real people, indigenous people. So they called you freedmen. But when you think about it, when you really think about this shit, how are you an African freedman and they giving you land in Oklahoma? How? If I'm an African slave, I have no power to be a citizen. Right? How could I come over here on a boat from Africa, become an Indian slave, then I end up a Choctaw, a Chickasaw, a Cherokee freedman? That don't make sense. The government can kiss my ass. I'm not looking up no freedman paperwork. I ain't going through none of this shit because it's bullshit. That is the transition to make you some type of immigrant to calling you a freedman. You ain't no goddamn freedman. You ain't no African freedman turned into no Choctaw freedman. It don't make any damn sense. You are a real American Indian who is getting moved from Mississippi to Oklahoma, and when you get there, you ain't got nothing. Now, if we ain't got nothing when we move to Oklahoma, how did we get something? Put it in the chat. What made the currency exchange go up in that area for them to build Greenwood District, Black Wall Street? What was it? Put it in the chat. It wasn't all at first. Crops built Black Wall Street. They found oil later after farming in the fields. Right? You farm in the field, you hit an oil strike, you see black soil out there in the oil field, out in the farming field, then you find the oil. But agriculture built Black Wall Street. The farms opened up the grocery stores, the grocery store money opened up the movie theater and the malls and the stores. Then it becomes huge. But the reason I love that story is because it shows a people who had nothing. They brought the seeds from Mississippi, the seeds from Alabama of their ancestors, the seeds of Georgia, Florida, Carolina, Arkansas, Tennessee, planted them same seeds in Oklahoma, grew big farms, then opened up grocery stores. And that's what funded the baseline funding of Black Wall Street. So this shows a people who has always been displaced, who always come messing with these people. They always bothering us. We go to the desert and build again. So in 1830 something, we had nothing. In the 1920s, 90 years later, you gave a people nothing. We got everything. That shows how great your people are. We the only people in the world that could have done that, people. Let me tell you that again. You know why we done that? We've been doing it throughout history. We move around, migrate, we build great cities wherever we are. We are the jewels of God, the jewels of nature. That's a fact. That's what they mean. They don't die, they multiply. Can't kill them. You can't stop them. So when these people were sent to Tulsa, Oklahoma, 90 years later, they got a whole town, brick for brick, mansions, big brick stores, movie theaters, throwing parades. Everybody eating good, looking good, buying melanated products. I just read a book that said we were making our own perfume and soap, grocery store, movie theaters, furniture, selling seeds for crops, hospitals, doctors, lawyers, from nothing. Now, if you go over there and take some Africans, and I ain't trying to be funny, move them to a desert land, 90 years, they ain't going to have what we had in Tulsa. I doubt it. We're two different people. We are the builders of civilization. They can tell you Africa is all they want. They lying. Our people can build a house with their bare fucking hands. Just because you see a bunch of Mexicans doing it today, that don't mean nothing. They just been doing that the last 30 or 40 years. We've been building that shit for thousands of years. They learned how to bust a brick from us. Don't you think them? All right. Roll the call. Then you go bomb the city because these people are doing better than you. They go, Keisha. I got you, Keisha. You go bomb the city because they're doing better than you. You tried to bury them. You like, damn, I moved these niggas to the damn desert thinking I'm finna do better on their land because we took their land because the agriculture is down there in Mississippi. We ran them out of the Delta up there. Now when we go up there, 90 years later, this town look better than the town y'all took. Because you can't displace our people, bro. You could take 100 of us right now and stick us in Africa, and we still gonna look good over there. I go to Africa right now and run that motherfucker. I go to Europe right now and run that motherfucker. Because it ain't where we at. We already know what to do. We know what to do. So, Black Wall Street takes me back to the ancient times, showing when our people move around, we still be great. If we there long enough, we finna be great. Yes, we are. If we there long enough. Roll the coin. So, I said that to say this. I love the Black Wall Street story because it shows a perseverance of a people that do great things. If don't nobody fuck with us, ooh, I hate to say this, but us mixing with them other people fucked us up. That's one thing Malcolm X said, and I agree with it to the fullest. Why segregate with these people? They don't care nothing about us. I don't want to eat at their restaurant. I'm just like him. Segregation fucked us up. It made us weak. I'd rather spend my money with my people. I'd rather go eat with my people. I don't give a fuck if it's in the hood. I don't care. The food gonna be better. The atmosphere better. I ain't gotta look on my shoulder. It's just how I feel. Right? So, integration hurt us. It hindered us. They wanted us, at first they didn't want us, and then they figured out they couldn't make it business-wise without us. Then they said, come on with it. We want their money. We got to integrate. That was the only reason. Martin Luther King showed them that we can hurt their systems if we don't participate. With the bus boycott, right? The bus boycott showed them if we shut down, all this shit shutting down. It's one thing Martin Luther King did that was great. He showed them. Y'all ain't got no gas money for the bus without us. You cut that motherfucker off. It's over with. See, these type of things are some of the great things that were done, right? Y'all hop in the guest box if you got a question or a comment. Anything you want to talk about, anything, hop in the guest box. Right? But I want to tell y'all that how great y'all are. Because don't nobody tell you. Don't nobody never tell you. I want to tell y'all how great y'all are, how great your ancestors was. Look at what we had to work with, people. Nothing. Think about it. Some of us don't even supposed to be here. Think about it. Look at what we had to work with. Absolutely nothing. They switched our belief system, took the land, moved us around, put us in dangerous areas, put poverty there, alcohol, drugs, diseases, guns. And our people still looked over all of that and persevered. Think about it. So when y'all talk about these niggas in the South, you better go look at where they from. You better go to Memphis, nigga. You better go to Baton Rouge. You better go to Jackson, Mississippi before you talk to me. You better go to Savannah, Georgia. Newport News, Virginia. Miami. Houston. Lexington, Arkansas. Kentucky. Little Rock, Arkansas. You better go look. And don't go downtown, go to the hood. Go look. All y'all Africans talking about it's easy. It's easy in America. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. Y'all ain't paying no $1,500 a month for no hut. You ain't paying no money to live over there in that village, bro. What you spending the money? $100? You think it's sweet over here? You think it's sweet, don't you? Over there, you can live in your hut, pump your free water, walk around all day, ain't got to worry about nothing. Can't do that over here. You a loser. You a bum. You not successful. You trash. You a street nigga. You gonna starve to death over here, bro. You ain't gonna starve over there in that village. Y'all gonna bust up something for everybody to eat. You a starve over here, bro. And won't nobody care nothing about it. They'll walk right by you while you starving, bro. That ain't happening in no village in Africa. So listen, Africans. You must understand. Don't think it's sweet over here, bro. People care over there where you at. Don't nobody care over here, bro. Bro, I done seen people gunned down in the streets, bro. People walk right by them. Look at them, keep going. Don't even call the ambulance or nothing. It ain't sweet over here, bro. Jacob, we make it look easy. Cause we built for this shit. Don't think it's sweet. It's hard work and dedication over here. This ain't France. This ain't Africa. This ain't Europe. This ain't none of that. This a whole nother ball game over here. I don't know who taught people that we have it easy in America. We don't. We don't. Just because we make it look good don't mean it's easy. I want my people to know that. And I want y'all to know that Y'all great. Y'all great, bro. Because don't nobody tell us this. We are great. We them people. The people that all the rest of the world look up to. It's right in your bloodline. From ancient times all the way to now. This is greatness. All I want now is to finish great. Right? I just want to finish great now. That's it. I know who we are. We just got to finish it in greatness. Get back to where we come from. Get back to what we do. Get back taking care of our people. Y'all get in the chat and ask some questions. Let me tell y'all one more thing. If our people show greatness on this internet and take care of our own people, the whole mood of the planet gonna shift. See, I know that. Once I get in an area where I can get out here and do what I want to do to help people, I'm gonna shift the whole planet positive. I'm gonna shift it. You can do it. You can do it with a couple of people. I promise you. Because see, this tool right here can show the shift. Maze game. This will show the shift right here. This platform. If we get out here and treat our people like royalty, if we treat the homeless man on the corner like royalty, we treat the homeless man under the bridge like royalty, treat our neighbors and kids like royalty, we already got it in our spirit to do it. And show it, it'll switch the whole planet. These young guys will see it, they'll respect it. Everybody will respect it. We'll have them people trying to do what we doing. We'll have them people trying to do what we doing. It's content creators, YT people, who go out here and do that every day because they know they got that from us, looking out for each other. And they get millions of dollars off content by giving away things to people. They found that niche because melanated creators started that first. Then they come with it because they see it was working. They are doing it because it works, and they are making profit off of it. Right? Only reason they doing it. If they didn't make no profit, they wouldn't get nobody shit. So that's what we must get back to. Showing love and respect for our people openly in front of everybody. Because one thing you can't deny is virtue and love and respect for your people. You can't deny it. Once you see it, it can't do nothing but light you up. That's all it can do. So if I don't do nothing else, that's what I really want to do. Right? I'm talking about buy my people cars, houses, college funds, whatever the fuck we got to do. How we got to do it. I'm just trying to figure out a way to get it to that point to where you can just get out here and go to these towns and help people. All over America. Our people first. We'll worry about everybody else later. Because ain't nobody got our back but us. I'm telling you what I know. One virtuous deed can change the life of a misguided child. It'll save their life. It'll save their life. One virtuous deed to the right person to save their life, bro. You know how powerful it is? It's people out here might need something that they want to do, that they like to do. They just need somebody to step up and be like, let me help you. Here you go. They'll become exactly what they want to be in life. It's a child out here wants somebody to just throw a football with him, buy him a football. He might become the next goddamn Lamar Jackson. It's already in them. Somebody just got to show some type of love and respect for these people. That's it. Tell you what I know. That's what I aim to do. So like I say, if I ever get to that level where I can do this, it's going to get done. With nothing in return. It don't even matter. This shit don't matter. Only thing matter is helping my people get the tools to be great. They already great. All they need is the tools to be great. That's it. And I know it. Yeah, just put the spark in their life. Put the spark in their heart. It's over with. They're going to do the rest. They already got it. I talked to Duke Deuce yesterday, the rapper. My kinfolk, my family at this point. He went through an awakening where he learned this real history about his family. It took him like 6-8 months going through hell trying to figure everything out. Learn, you know what I'm saying? Learn his spiritual, learn his history. He let me hear some songs. And they was amazing. Like, now it's to the point to where he back and he in touch with everything. And the man great. Like, when he get ready to come out this next time, sky the limit for him. But y'all go follow and support Duke Deuce, man. He finna, and he got something to say about the culture. He got something to say. He's the only person I ever heard make great music and got something to say. Wait till you hear these new songs. He got something to say. You're going to be like, damn. The way he explained it, like some Southern Kendrick Lamar type shit. What? Anybody got any question, hop in the chat, y'all. Hop in the chat, hop in the chat. Hop in the chat, hop in the chat. Send their requests. Come on with a question or a comment. Shauna. Come on up and ask that question, Shauna. I got you an answer for that question. How you doing?
Hey, Grand Rising Truth. Hey, I'm at work. Hold on. Let me walk out in the hall. Hold on. Yeah, my question is because I've been following so many people. I've been on this path for a long time. 2003, I remember I came out to church because I found out some stuff. And I've been with Hebrews. I studied Egyptology. I studied indigenous, all this different stuff because it's all in us. But who exactly are we? I know we're America. We are Americans.
Okay. Who are we? Okay. We are the first product of the planet. The first product of our being, physical being, starts with we come from the planet. Ancient people knew that we came from the planet. So they showed respect to it. They showed love to everything of nature, the animals. They talked about the wind, the water, the air, the stars. This goes way back into prehistoric times. Before there was any Egyptians, before there was any Hebrews, before we get to even talking about indigenous, right? So when we look at this thing, we got to look at where did the first land masses come from, because that's where the first people come from. Through my research, the first land mass started up around. I'm finna blank it out because they can't hear it. I'm gonna put you back in, Miss Sean. I'm finna answer it. Doing my research, I found out that America, up around the borderline of Canada and the United States, is the oldest landmass on the planet. So therefore, man had to spring from somewhere in this area of North America first, because this is the first landmass from under the water. So if the landmass come from under the water, and the Egyptians talked about the primordial waters receding and man coming from the primordial mound, that is their ancestors. So when I look at the world, North America is the oldest landmass from under the water. So therefore, man sprung out first from the Americas, right? Okay. That automatically makes you indigenous to this land first. The first indigenous people on the planet was from this landmass. So automatically, you're indigenous. That's just a given, right? Now, Hebrew comes from those people working in nature, evolving, trying to understand the planet that they are connected to, watching the stars, learning how the crops work, learning how agriculture and animals work, and learning all that. So then you start to create a language that goes along with what you are doing in tune with nature. You create a language about agriculture. You create a language about the house you build. You create a language about shin and yard and different. The first proto-Canaanite languages come from these agriculture people who came from the mounds and evolved and built this language called Proto-Canaanite, which became Hebrew. Now, when we get to Egypt, this is thousands of years after these people have evolved from the mound. Now they are working with stone. They got ships. They know all the astrology at this point because they have mapped astrology out in nature for thousands of years. So who are we really? When I strip everything down, we Earth's children. We're the first child of the planet. We are the original man of the planet. Adama in the first languages means of earth, right? That's where you get Adam from. Adama, Adam, first man of earth. So if I have to say who we really are, we are Earth's first babies. We are Earth's first child. We are in tune with our mother because Earth is really the first mother. Then it relates into the black woman, the melanated. I'm sorry to say black. The melanated woman is the representation of Earth, right? So who we are Earth's children in nature. That sprung out to be different cultures over time. Earth children in nature sprung out to be Egyptians. It sprung out to be Sumerians. It sprung out to be American Indians in the Southeast, just depending on where your people bloodline stayed, right? It sprung out to be the first Buddhas people, right? So only thing that makes an Egyptian, he's still an Earth child. They come from the mound builders of America, but his bloodline happened to end up on the Nile. Therefore, he became Egyptian throughout history. That bloodline that hit the Fertile Crescent came from America also. Therefore, he became a Sumerian, right? The bloodline that stayed in the Southeast around the Mississippi River became our ancestors, right? Because some of our people never left, they stayed. in the original Kemet, which is called the Black Belt in the southeast of America. Now, the reason I know this is when you speak of the Proto-Canaanite Hebrew language, it starts with agriculture. The first letter is Aleph, Alpha, the beginning. The beginning is when the language started. When you translate that into an ox and a plow, that shows me that the first people, says the beginning, starts in the spring when agriculture starts. That is Aleph, that is Alpha, that's the beginning. So-called the beginning of the year. So you must find an agriculture people with an ancient connection to earth that created that language. It's not the stone builders. You can't get it to Egypt. You can't get it to Samaria because there was a evolved. You got to give that to the first people with agriculture, which is Timeri. This is the only land you can grow agriculture on in ancient times. There was already from under the water, already a paradise. Agriculture don't start in the desert with the Egyptians, with the Sumerians. It starts in America. So we are the ancestors of these cultures that went around the world. And they try to separate it with Egypt and American Indians and all this type of stuff. But the first Egyptians were wearing feathers. The first Sumerians were wearing feathers. They from here. So if I had to call us anything, we Earth's child. We Earth's first babies. We are a representation of the best product Earth put out first. And we evolved because we was here longer than everybody else. Then when they start evolving from the continent, when their continent pops up from under the water 100,000 years after us and started to evolve, then finally one day we took the trip over there and ran across the other people who evolved from the planet later than us, and they were not civilized because they was not here long as us. That's when you get the Adam story of the Bible. That's when you get the so-called alien Sumerian story of Fishman coming across the water. That's where you get the gods from, because now these uncivilized people met a civilization that was doing things amazing. Now they start writing about you. So the firstborn on earth is what I would call us. And it all started over here. Great question, though. Great question. Y'all follow Shauna. Follow Shauna. I know she at work. Anybody got any question about what I just said so I can elaborate on that? Tamika, got a question, comment? Yo. Any question, comments about what I just said? Because I want to elaborate on it if it's a part you don't understand. Mary, question or comment? Love Cake, question or comment? Kadish Williams, question or comment?
Okay then, shit.
Yo.
Okay then, I know you already probably lined up, but my little buddy called me a couple times. I guess he probably calling for you, cause shoot, ain't nobody up there buying no motherfucker. Say he had a 500 and a 600.
First Lady Thompson, question or comment? Hey, how you doing?
Hey,
Hey,
my comment is so we really just give all praises to Earth and then to maybe to Mother Earth.
it's where it all started at.
Okay.
Where it all started at.
Okay.
Because the mother goddess is a representation of Earth. Earth nurtured our people first, and then the melanated woman nurtured us in the physical form. So therefore, you connect Mother Earth and the mother goddess as a symbol. That's why we always had the mother goddess in our teachings, right?
Right.
That's where that comes from. The first thing to nurture you is the earth, then the mother.
That's why they
That's why
taught
the
us
mother
about.
goddess. That's why the mother goddess always comes first in the knowledge. She was the first one to plant seeds in the earth and get vegetables and fruits from the planet. She's the first nurturer because she's the first one to understand earth because earth is a female, right? This is Mother Earth. So it was a connection between the melanated woman and the earth. Then it sprung into the melanated man. That's why all these cultures got the mother goddess. Egypt, Samaria, Mississippian, Mayans, Olmecs. That's where they come from. That's the connection right there a lot of people miss. They try to make the mother goddess come from outer space. Nah, that ain't where they come from.
Thank you.
Good question.
Thank you.
All right. I just followed you back too. Y'all
Thank
follow
you.
y'all follow First Lady. See, once these YT people and these uneducated Negroes start trying to make the mother goddess some type of space god, it disconnects you, bro. That's why I don't like when people teach that shit. I don't like it. I do not like it. See? And another thing. Let me get my computer back charged up. Another thing. Once you take the mother goddess out of the teaching, the knowledge is all off. It's over. You can't learn it, bro. You take that mother goddess and earth connection out of the teaching, you not finna learn nothing. So these other cultures who wanted to take, that's why they switched the mother goddess with gods, YT man, prophets, and all this type of stuff, because they want to downgrade nature's teaching, people. That's why you snatch the mother goddess teaching and make it pagan. You call it sun worship. You call it all that. You get it now? Right? Tennessee is Tanit. Right? Tanit is a mother goddess of a Paleo Hebrew. Tanit became the name Afri. The first teachings come from the mother goddess teachings. Then it turned into religion. Virgin Mary is not what you think she is. That's a mother goddess turned into a biblical story. Because the mother goddess got something to do with Virgo. Virgo, the virgin. That's where you get Virgin Mary from. You must understand what these people have done. They took the mother goddess out of the equation. And when you do that, I don't care what you learn. You ain't learning it right. I don't care who teaching it. They ain't teaching it right. Yahweh and Jesus and all that is not the beginning of the... No. Hate to tell you. That ain't what your people... That wasn't what that was for. Right? Let me show y'all something real quick. I'm gonna take some more questions too. Let me show y'all something. Just basic stuff that you must know to understand, right? Hold on. Watch this. Look how easy it is now. Once you understand what's going on, look how easy it is. The mother goddess is a widespread archetype representing the earth as a nurturing, fertile, life-giving entity. This is why the mother goddess leads the knowledge, right? Embodying concepts like Mother Earth and Mother Nature, Gia, Terra, Isis, Mata, Tanit. Mother Goddess is a widespread archetype representing the earth because she's a nurturer. She's fertile, life-giving entity. The earth gave you life, not no damn space. In the physical, the earth gave you life. Simple. Ain't no way around it. You can talk about the spiritual all you want, but in the physical, earth gave you life. Our people knew that. They didn't never talk about they flew down from outer space and fell out of space. They always told you they came from the primordial mound. So now, if you're trying to get back and link back to your ancestry, you must know that. If you don't know that, right? Now all these people disrespecting all the women, and all of the, and trying to teach you about all these shamans and jaguar priests and all this old shit. Fuck all that, bro. It's later down the line. All the power goes through the melanated woman, the first woman to nurture. Fertile, a life-giving entity. You get it? The woman is the closest thing built to the planet. Yeah, Tiamat. While they talking about all this Sumerian, Tiamat flying down on her ship. No, you lost. I don't give a fuck if you 100 years old. You don't know what the fuck you talking about. No Anunnaki whatsoever. Tiamat flying around in the water in her space shuttle and hit the water and turn to a mermaid and fuck all that shit, bro. You are teaching YT man's information. He turned that into mythology of a water goddess swimming around the water in the primordial waters. When you hear primordial waters, that is the creation story. There you go, Judah. Tia Ma'at. See, I won't tell you Ma'at and Proto-Canaanite Hebrew languages go together. They won't show you that. The feather is Ma'at. Simple. The truth. They was writing that in Proto-Canaanite languages. They want to separate that from that, but it's all the same. Roll the coin. Now, in some of these old places, they once had seats up on top of these ancient buildings. The seat wasn't for, like these cathedrals, got these big old seats up over your head in the background. They try to say it's for Jesus. After they turned the church over to a church, their seat was for the mother goddess. It's all disrespect for your ancient culture. It took the power away from. Okay, let me explain something. I'm going to take some more questions. Y'all stay in there. Let me explain something. When you take the power from the mother goddess, you take the nature's teaching from the people. You take all the ancient knowledge from the people. You dumb it down and you make it a singular God. And you serve that singular God until you just take over the whole planet. Simple. All these places around the world are named after mother goddesses. The mother goddess ideology started on the Mississippi River. Yes. Let me show you something. Show y'all something. Now, y'all be talking about all this ISIS and Tiamat and all that, but do you know about this? Where do you think that stuff come from? You must know where they come from. Protocol. All these mother goddesses and all these cultures, Hindu, African religions, right? India, mother goddess. Yeah. Who else? Christianity. Wicca even got a mother goddess. Hathor, Isis, Nut, mother goddesses. In China, Mazu, Queen Mother of the West. Queen Mother of the West, oh, okay. China telling you the Queen Mother of the West is the mother goddess. Just listen. Asherah, Mesopotamian, mother goddess. Tanit, Asherah, Semitic, mother goddess. Al-Lat, Arabian mother goddess. Buddha. Come on now. You have to find where this all started at. Sudanese, Albanian, Celtic, Greek, Demeter, Gia. How many more you want? Australia got them. The Aztecs got them. The Mississippians got them. The Taino got Atabey. Right? Now, what you must understand is, where do we find the oldest mother goddesses in the world? In the mounds. In the mounds, people. In America. They so old, they just look like big old women. Right? Now they called her the farming goddess. Fertility of the land. Fertility of the land. All that go together. Now that teacher went around the world and became mother goddesses of all these other cultures. Silver official. Got a question or comment? Let's see. Rico, question or comment?
Yes, sir. You hear me, brother?
Yes, sir. How you doing, man?
I'm doing great, man. Peace, peace, peace. Love what you're doing and love what you're doing, bro. I been following you for a while. And I had a question. It was about I'm trying to find and trace back some of my indigenous bloodline, and like on my biological dad side, we're from Carolina, up there in Bryson City, where the Kiowa tribe is from. And on my mom's side, they're from Knoxville, Tennessee, up that way.
Okay.
And so that is about as much as I know. My question was, the Cherokee or the Kiowa tribe called themselves the original people, and they believe that the Turtle Island. I don't know much about that, but that's what they're believing their culture are right there off the it's not Tuskegee, but Tuskegee
Yeah.
River and stuff like that. So, is there any lighter information you can shed on that and enlighten me on?
The Cherokee Turtle Island story is the creation story, right?
Yes, sir.
That's the creation story. So our cultures have creation stories that come from the land. What makes our stories different of people originally from America is we have creation stories that go with our land mass. Now, when we get to Egypt, they talking about they ancestors from over here from the west.
Right.
We get to Samaria, they say they ancestors from the west. Mayans got a creation story of Turtle Island. Choctaws got the creation story of mounds in Mississippi.
Okay.
Chickasaw have the creation story of mounds in Mississippi also. So throughout the verbal history, the people are telling you that the creation story started on this landmass. Therefore, your people are indigenous to the land. If they're speaking of a creation story, they come from this land.
Okay.
So you got to look at it like that. Turtle Island, the Turtle Island story is man is born from the turtle's back, which is like a mound, right?
Right. Right. And they have a mound in Kittiwah. Me and my wife are going to see real soon too, because we just left them up there. But they have a big mound like you be talking about. And hey man, I can't wait to go put my feet on the soil. I want to walk barefoot.
Sir, yes, sir. All you got to do, man, is trace your family back far as you can. And if you don't see no people coming on no boat that got bloodline introduced to your family line, you are indigenous to this land. It's just that simple.
All right.
Thank you so much, bro.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Follow Rico. Follow Rico. Follow Rico. If we don't see no damn transcript or no Africans mixing with my great grandmama, you from the land. And you ain't gotta make this hard. You ain't here for no reason. We are not here for no reason. We did not come here on no boats. It's a small percentage of us got family land that come over here on a boat, bro. And I'm talking well under 3%. 95% of us all here. Unless y'all didn't, we go back 200 or 300 years, your bloodline was pure. I'm telling you what I know. It's still pure because they blood can't even taint yours. Little bit of their blood ain't even gonna stop. You still 90% married. It don't matter. You the dominant bloodline. Why you think Patrick Mahomes running around here throwing deep balls and he got a white, a Caucasian mama? His daddy. He can talk like he YT all he want for the Chiefs, but your daddy put that arm on you. Yeah. He the reason you're dropping dots. Don't never forget that. The dominant gene took over and the boy athletic. Simple. Bro, listen to me, y'all. Some of these YT people know. They know it. I got to mix with them gods. I got to. Just to power the bloodline back up, I got to mix with them. Yeah. Yeah. Let me go around here to the hood and mix with one of these 6'8" mechanics or something. I got to go mix with them. Yeah. Some of them know. You think I just showed y'all the mother goddess of the Mississippian too. The mother goddess of the Mississippian is so old, they don't even know how old it is of the mound builders. This is the mother goddess of the mound builders. See how ancient this artwork is? This evolves to shit like Isis later on down in time. This is the first ones in the mounds. Mother goddesses. Right? I'm telling you. Roll the coin. Mississippian artifacts. Now that evolves to ISIS, Tiamat, all that old shit. When it started going around the world. Let me see. Aries Goddess. Question or comment? El Rello Beats. Question or comment?
Love what you
What's
doing,
up, bro?
bro. Always gonna love what you're doing.
No doubt. Appreciate it, man. Thank you so much.
I got a couple questions though. The
Okay.
moon.
Yeah.
Now they say the moon represents mother and even control the waters and tides and stuff like that. My question with the moon is, was that here from the beginning or was it brought here? Because I be hearing different shit with that.
Everything was already here, bro.
Okay.
Because when I look at the astrology our people learned, they knew about the cycles of the moon just like they knew about the cycles of the sun.
Right.
Different tribes use different things for their agriculture. So the bloodline of the Sumerian people used the moon cycle,
Okay.
right? The American Indian used the sun cycle.
Okay.
Egypt used both of them. See what I'm saying?
No, yeah.
Some people use, like the Olmecs use both. But the moon has something to do with the afterlife teaching because it always came after dark. So anything that came after dark was an afterlife teaching.
Okay.
So you attached it to the afterlife. So yes, the moon and the sun teaching all of it is all prehistoric. All of it was here because our people know 26,000 years of the moon cycle, just like they know 26,000 years of the sun cycle.
Yeah, man, because people be lying so goddamn much. You can't really like pinpoint the truth unless you really go into like a source or like, you know what I'm saying, somebody like you that can explain some stuff like that.
What they be saying,
But
the moon just came about.
no, they said like different, I guess I could say aliens brought the moon here. Like it was a story that I heard, like it was about the Shaka Zulu or something like that or some stuff like that. And one night it was like it wasn't the moon up there, but then one night they came out, all of a sudden they seen the moon or something. And I think that kind of altered like the frequency or something like that. Like they was just saying some crazy stuff about that.
I'm gonna tell you where it come from. Our people were so advanced in Mesopotamia, and the people in Mesopotamia today knew that there wasn't a bloodline. So they were trying to figure out how do these people know about the moon and the sun, and they can map out all this stuff. So they started calling our people aliens, right? Because it's the only thing that they can conceive why these people so more advanced than us. Why they know about the moon and the sun and the cycles, and how they know that the moon is going to pop out on this day of the month.
Right.
Because we had already watched it for thousands of years. Right? So that makes people think you are of outer space. Now watch this. The Sumerians had a sophisticated understanding of the moon cycles, right? The 29, 30-day cycles. And they put that into their agriculture and when the year starts and when it's time to plant and harvest crops, they use the moon alignments. So if you are using these type of alignments, you know what's gonna come in every month and what day of the month is coming.
Right.
So you looking like a prophet to somebody who don't know that. It's like if you didn't know the sun was gonna rise, and then I pop up on you and say, man, the sun's gonna rise in 30 minutes. Then the sun rise, you like, whoa, this man, this nigga knows something.
Yeah.
That's what made they start looking up to us like we were gods. Cause we could tell you, oh, the moon popping out full moon tomorrow, bro.
Yeah, that
You
makes sense.
sitting there like, man, you don't know what he's talking about. Tomorrow night come the moon full. Your ancestors have watched it for 1,000 years. They mapped it out and wrote it down so you know it. That makes you a whole alien out here.
And that's crazy how they can, bro. That's crazy how they can map out a whole moon cycle because you know it's like how many moon cycles? Like 12, 13?
Man, yes.
And you can just map out like what
And the sun
different cycles mean in different times and stuff. Where you crops and bro, that shit is amazing, bro.
It's amazing. But what's even more amazing is the zodiac cycle. See, the sun cycle is a yearly cycle. The moon cycle is a yearly cycle.
Yeah.
The zodiac cycle is 26,000 years, bro. The age of the zodiac changes like every 2,600 years or something.
And see, they be lying about that because it's more than like 12 zodiacs that they be talking about. So
Yeah, it's 13.
yeah, and
13.
it's like, why they leave out that? What's so important about that zodiac sign? What's
At some point in history, they turned it into 12 and turned the calendar into a 12-year calendar. I think that it happened around the Greek time, the Greeks changed so much. The Greeks really changed a lot of stuff. They messed up a lot of history on their own. I don't really like the Greeks, but they changed it around 12 around that time. Before that time, like Egypt, Mayans, Olmecs, ancient mound builder, Mississippi, and all that stuff, they were using 13 months.
right?
And they had some, I think it was called, it begins with an O. It's like a 13. I can't remember right off the top of my head, but
Yeah,
somewhere in Europe, when the knowledge started coming out of out of Egypt and other places, Samaria, it changed.
hmm
Yeah.
Now my the second question.
Alphacus, yeah, that's it.
Now the second question is, now you know in movies they subliminally be like telling the truth in certain aspects and stuff like that. So
Exactly.
back then, I know like everything was like bigger. It was higher vibrations. It wasn't like the area stuff wasn't polluted and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So the question is like dinosaurs or dragons. Was them like possibly could have been like pets of ours back in the day type stuff?
I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I don't know. I saw some artifacts from South America of a man with dreads riding a damn dinosaur, bro.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, there
Now-
got to be some type of truth into that if they keep putting it in our face, like How to Train a Dragon and all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it got to be some type of something, and they always put truth in movies. So
Now, from what I know is fact, things that was prehistoric was huge, bro.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Now
and
we
it-
know
it-
that
they
makes
do-
fact. Even frogs were like this big.
yeah.
So only thing made me look at that dinosaur stuff was them artifacts from Peru that had the man with the dreads riding dinosaurs and they were killing them and everything, right?
I even seen a picture of like YT people standing over like a dead triceratops or some shit, like a you know that big dragon.
Yeah, the bones. Yeah, a lot of people say the bones are fake, but I have
I don't
seen
know if
actual
it was real.
artifacts of people riding them. And then, okay, now it's a fact that our people were buried with mastodon bones. That's a fact. Mastodon is like some type of woolly mammoth that they got extinct like 10,000 years ago in North America. That's the elephant's ancestors, right?
Right.
Now we got mound builder buried with mastodon knives like in their hands. So we know they've been there 10,000 years because mastodons was extinct 10,000 years ago. Now that's true. Woolly mammoth, the big elephant with the tusk. Now that's true.
I believe that, and they
Now,
over exaggerate a lot of shit.
Who
too.
is the woolly mammoth ancestors? It could be the damn dinosaur. It could be some type of.
Yeah.
So you know, I can't prove. You know, all I do stuff I can't prove.
Yeah.
But I can prove the woolly mammoth was around and he was 10,000 or better, and he had to have some ancestors that were bigger than him.
I don't know, bro, but I honestly believe we had some type of dragon type beings back in the day, and we
Could be true.
was our pet. They was our pets type shit. Like that's what I'm saying. Like we was
Could
cool
be
with
true.
it. I just feel that. I don't know, because they be showing so much dinosaur, How to Train a Dragon, all that shit, bro. Like, and mainly like everything they show, like mainly Marvel movies and stuff. When they, not like all of a sudden they didn't like show universes and portals and shit like that. Now they want to start showing that. And I know we had like type of devices that, you know, moved us to different type of places back then.
When you think about it, see, you got to come back like I always bring people back to the basics.
Yeah.
You think about it, we were just as a part of nature as the ancient animals, right? We were right there with them.
Right.
We were right there with the ancient animals. So we had to have some type of we so in tune with nature, we got to be in tune with animals back then.
Right.
Because we in tune with the planet. So ain't no telling what we was riding, what we was flying on. Ain't no telling, bro.
Yeah.
I can't prove it. Now, if I could prove, I would have been
yeah,
dropping
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
But I
It's
know
gonna
we were
get there
so in
though. I
tune
feel
with
like that's gonna
nature.
get truth.
We were so in tune with nature, we could have been walking around with a whole damn saber-toothed tiger.
Right.
And I think that's what really happened. So
I believe that shit too, though. I swear.
good question, though, bro.
But no, yeah, man, I appreciate your truth, bro.
No doubt, man. No doubt. Y'all follow Rello. Follow Rello. Follow Rello. Yeah, we used to talk. Like I'm saying, if I could prove it, I'll get into it. But I don't like to talk about stuff I can't prove. But I know for sure we got pictures of us riding alligators, snake charming, doing all type of stuff, big saber-toothed tigers sitting around, giraffes and elephants. And now I've seen documentation of us in tune with the monkeys, all that. Like, that's true. It's true. If you are in tune with nature, you are in tune with everything nature created, people. It's just that simple. That's why they break you from that. They break you from that. So, Sir, how you doing? You got a question or a comment? You might not have been ready. Let me see. HMW, question or comment?
Yeah.
Or Terry? I got your answer in a minute. How you doing?
HAPP.
Oh damn, Florida. You got a question? I see you got the Tartarian question.
Oh, yes. Thanks for taking my question. How are you?
I'm
I've
all
been
right. How you
following
doing?
you for a long time. I really enjoy your teachings and your content.
Thank you. Thank you.
Since I've been following you, the algorithm now has been showing like Tartarian buildings, and I never even heard of that before I started following you. So I just wanted to know, like, what is that about? Because I've seen things where like these buildings, like the ancient cathedrals in America, in Europe, in Africa, they're everywhere, but they don't build like that anymore. So I just wanted to know, like, what is that about?
Okay. The same people I call Earth's people started with mounds. Then they evolved into building with stone. So now they're building pyramids and temples. Start with mounds, then you go pyramids. Then you go temples and pyramids. Then you start to make this certain type of building that don't exist no more. Can't nobody build it no more. So the knowledge of these people left from the earth, the first earthborn people who created the Hebrew, Paleo, Canaanite languages. These people were moving around the world. And after you go from mound to temple to pyramid to buildings. The reason I know that is all of them are aligned with the Pleiades star system. It's the same people. The mounds align with the Pleiades. The bottom of Egypt and the pyramid align with the Pleiades. Why do they do that? Because it aligns with the spring, the start of the year, the time to sow to put the seeds in the ground. So Mayans had temples aligned with the Pleiades. Egypt had pyramids aligned with the Pleiades. The mound builders on the Mississippi River had mounds aligned with the Pleiades. That's the older culture. It's evolving. Now you get these so-called ancient, huge, monumental buildings aligned with the Pleiades star system, and don't nobody act like they know where they come from. I know, because the same sacred science of spring in the Pleiades star system is still incorporated into them buildings, and those buildings got Paleo, Canaanite, Hebrew languages on the building, right? Let me give you an example. I think I screenshotted this the other day. I hope I still got it because it shows a lot. So now they're calling them Tartarian buildings because, look at this right here. Let me give you an example. This would be called a Tartarian building, but this is a Paleo Canaanite building. This is Bet. on the building. That's Bet. That means house, temple, home. Still on these old column buildings of a Paleo-Canaanite language. So the mound builder evolved from the mounds to the temples to the pyramids to these buildings. These are the last things they built on the planet before all these other cultures ran them out, unalived them, took their ancient knowledge for you can't pass it down to their descendants, which are our people. So our ancestors were taken out somewhere with the knowledge of building these buildings, and we got broke up from it. And they try to say this is some type of lost race of Tartarians. Tartarian means Mongolian. We all know Mongolians didn't build these buildings. So that's who built these buildings. Our people built these buildings. This is the last couple of hundreds of years before these people took our knowledge and our land and broke us from a lot of our ancient teachings. Great question.
Okay, thank you. Thanks for explaining that. Can I ask one more question,
Okay.
if that's okay? Another thing, since I've been noticing that the Potomac River, apparently they're saying like a lot of buildings like the Capitol and like some of these other buildings were already there, like you said, like just remnants of another culture. So is there something special that holds ancient knowledge, in your opinion, in the Potomac River, which is why the government chose to move way up there back in the day and build everything? Because a lot of those structures, or do you believe like a lot of those structures were already there? I guess I should say.
Talking about around DC, right? That's the Potomac River, right?
Yes.
Those structures was already there. That city already aligned with stars. The whole Washington D.C. is aligned with stars. The floors, the zodiac is on the floor at them buildings, showing you that when the sun come in through different spots of the roof, it'll hit the zodiac on the floor and show you what zodiac sign we're in and like what age we are in. It's still in them buildings today. Research the zodiac symbols on the floor, like the Capitol buildings and the Senate building, and they still got corn columns at the bottom of these buildings where they kind of built on top of the old buildings and stuff like that. That Potomac River was an entrance coming back from other places back into America. That whole area is ancient buildings that was already there when colonizers got here. That's a fact.
Right. That's why I was like, since I started researching, I'm like, it's true. You don't see any true pictures of it being built, not even paintings. It just seems like some sketches that they tried to make up, but like you don't see it
Photoshop.
documented like the way they fake document everything else. And I was like, oh shoot, that stuff was already there and it was built by our people.
Yeah, by our
Okay.
people. And then the reason I went deeper into researching it, because I love to show people this. When you go find, this is what you do. You find a particular building that you're looking at. You find out where did the granite or the limestone come from that built that building. It's going to tell you a spot in America. Go research the spot. When you go to that spot, I guarantee you, it's going to be mounds sitting right there. Or it's going to be ancient skeletons found in that area right there. Then you research the archaeological site, where the quarry was that the limestone and granite came from. It's going to show you mounds aligned with stars. Now you start to understand that these are the same people, because their ancient ancestors still buried where the material came from that actually built the building. So you can't lie and say them people ain't had nothing to do with that, because they buried right there where the material's at. Great
Right.
question.
Well, I'm going to drop down. Can you drop me down? Thank you so
Great
much.
question. Great question. Y'all follow old damn Florida. I done a lot of research on that. Bro, one night, I went through all 50 states. And I did a live. It's on my YouTube. It might be like a year and a half ago. I went through all 50 states, bro. Showed you where the quarry was, where the limestone and granite came from. Showed you the mounds. Showed you the prisons they built on top of some of these quarries. And it's showing you what people actually built the buildings. Y'all scroll all the way down my YouTube and go find that live, because that live took a lot out of me. I went through damn near 45 states, like going through the quarries, showing the mounds at the quarries and I started in Mississippi and just went all through the South. Y'all, if anybody been following me for a long time, y'all got to go back and go way back to that YouTube, bro. I got some videos on YouTube that's amazing. Like, they ain't got no but 500 views. But it got this before, it kind of, people started watching them YouTube videos, but it got deep research in where these buildings come from, because people want to know this. Right? And I was just showing y'all that they turned these buildings into cathedrals. Senate buildings, Capitol buildings, movie theaters, parking garages. It don't even matter. They just turned it into everything. Y'all go back and check that out. It's on my YouTube. Let me see what else I had up here. Gad, what up? Quick question, quick comment. I see you been in there for a minute. What's up, brother? Let me see. I am Ashtar. Question or comment? Appreciate y'all in the chat, man. Appreciate y'all, bro. Appreciate you, Joyce. I see you. Judah Land. Appreciate that. Let me see. KLS, you got a question? Comment?
Finally, I'm up. Okay. What's up, Truth? How you doing today, bro?
You doing pretty good. How you doing, bro?
Yeah, I'm making it. So, all right. So I've been I think it's been like a damn near a year since actually it's been a while. I think I first saw you a while ago, but I didn't really get in touch with your teaching because I didn't know what the fuck you were talking about. But I went back to all right, so I was seeing some stuff, and I don't do deep research, but you start to see stuff like a pattern. So I was kind of like a combination of what your teachings were, being online and seeing like other references to things like that. Also, like, because I was always confused about the whole Indian thing. I was like, what do you mean we're Indian? Then I went to go talk to my family, and then they were like, oh, well, yeah, our bloodline. I was like, what do you mean our bloodline? We're black. Turns out, bro, I'm doing a little. I'm not even deep. I'm doing a little bit of research.
Yeah.
The only thing that makes us probably black is the name. At this point, I'm like 80% sure I'm not even black, bro. My father is from Haiti, and my mother is Cherokee Indian. So I'm out the question. I'm like, why the fuck do we have this? And I know because the Indian Removal Act, right? We got absorbed into the United States. They renamed us. They reclassified us. Okay, I understand that. And other than that, why, like, people, and I get the whole like the movements, the history, yeah, but all of that was just something that we were renamed. So we're holding on to this.
Indian?
No, I'm talking about black, not Indian. Black.
Yeah, no, we not black at all.
Yeah, so all of that is just a freaking, like, we're holding on to a false identity, bro. That's all that is.
Black is not an identity at all. Black don't. If I say a black man, you'll think about Africa, you'll think about America, you'll think about Europe, because we everywhere, right? But black has no land. To have a culture, you must have a land, right? Let me give you an example. If we want some shrimp fried rice, where we going? The original shrimp fried rice. Where we going? We're going to Asia. China.
Okay.
Okay. If we want some fufu, where we going?
You going to Africa?
You going to Africa. If I want some, let me see. Dang. If I want some French fries, what they call it, we going to France.
France. Yeah.
Food and culture and people go together, right? That's why I say roll the corn. Because corn is our
crop.
Invented food. We invented it. People in America invented corn. It don't just grow in the wild. It's invented from this landmass. It's science. It's really agricultural science to put two plants together to make a food that sustains to feed all your people. That's genius.
I ain't know
So
that.
corn don't just grow in the wild. Corn is a crop that was hybrided by man that became on a cob the way it is. So we the only people in the world just black. We ain't got no land. We ain't got no food. We ain't got no type of culture. We ain't do nothing but just black in America looking stupid.
Yeah, it's
No,
weird, ain't it?
nah, that ain't what this is.
Mm-hmm.
Our people from this land, or they from the islands, our people got all of the culture because we got the oldest burials in the world. That all that food we eat, all that fish and crawfish and crabs and that stuff is in our culture because our people come from coastlines and waterlines.
Mm-hmm.
All these pomegranates and oranges and fruits in paradise, and that's our culture. Florida is a culture, right? Palm trees and beaches, and it's a culture.
Yep.
So we're not black. We are from this land. We are Americans. We are Americans, the original ones.
Mm-hmm.
And so when we call ourselves some type of American Indian, that's true. Because Indian comes from Indios, the people who dyed clothes or they used dyes, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we were them people. So that's where that word came from. So I ain't nobody mad at the word because you got to understand where it come from. Indian comes from indigo child. Indigo is the dye. The Hebrew used the dye when they went across the world and talked to other people. Same people. So we are them great people from this continent, and we not black. And you on your land, man, where your ancestors are from.
Mm-hmm. It was all right. So me personally, my family is originally from North Carolina, and like we're under that whole spell too. But I'm gonna get down there and I'm gonna let them all know. I'm like, hey, this is the history. I'm about to go deep dive into
Just keep
genealogy and
digging
all
and keep
that.
showing it to them, and it's gonna awaken people once you start showing it to them. Just keep digging and showing what you find, even if it's just a little bit of research. Just keep showing them.
It's all connecting together. It's actually like I can break down a good amount of stuff when it comes to the United States and our little bit of our history coming from American Indians to being like that name change. But I also had another question. So this, because people love to just reference the Bible in their bios. They love the verses. They like to separate things like the scriptures and the passages. And I'm like, it's all together. It's all connected, right? So my question is this: when it comes to that, like the Bible, Christianity, religion, right? And I was saying, do these, because I've heard of Ma'at, right? Ma'at teachings, Ma'at, the feather, okay. But all of this is pulled from Mother Goddess teachings. You said that, right?
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay. So where can, like, how did that happen?
How did the Ma'at come from the Mother Goddess teaching?
Like, how did that transfer happen? Like the like Mother Goddess teachings to the Bible, if I could say.
Okay. You come from Mother Goddess teachings of being connected to nature and the earth. You draw up laws. You draw up things that the people connected to nature do. And you pass it down to your descendants, right? You farm this field 7 years, then you let it rest. You on a certain day, you rest the land and you rest yourself because you are a farmer, so you have to rest yourself. That's where the Christians get Sunday from. You rest on Sunday, you go to church on Sunday, all of that. So our people took Ma'at and the Mother Goddess teaching to the Mediterranean Sea, Africa, and Europe, right? Now, these people intermix with us, and they're taking the laws that we created for nature, turning them into everything we done became law or religion to them because it was a greater power and spirituality than they ever had, right? So they turn our laws of nature into laws of God, right? Now, They said a Hebrew is the chosen person of God. A Hebrew is a chosen person of God, right? That's what they say. But really, the original people who were the Hebrews were the chosen people of nature. So to replace your nature teachings, we got to replace it with something. They replaced it with a God. That's how Ma'at, teachings of Ma'at, became teachings of a religion all over the world. Because once they got to these other places and we start mixing with people and they start putting their 2 cents in on the ancient culture, they switched it. Now, the people who don't look like you don't want you to know that their teaching came from you. So they switch it all around, give it a switcheroo, and they bring it back to you with them as the creator of the religion. And that's how they get you.
Mm,
That's a great question.
okay. Well,
Appreciate
thank
you,
you for
brother. Y'all follow KLS. Good question, KLS. See, now, they try to teach you that all this stuff came from Egypt. But our people bring it to the Nile. Then after they do that, the other cultures turn the teachings of Egypt into religion. The teachings of the Phoenician to religion. The teachings of the Canaanites to religion, because they all had the same style language and learning thing, right? So in 1492, when they came back over here, after they get the teachings from our ancient culture who came over there long before any of us, they come back with the teaching in Bible style in a book, and they come back to the Southeast, and the American melanated Indian is saying the same words that you got in your Bible. And you like, how are these people saying the same words the Paleo Hebrews said in Jerusalem? Why is it the same language that was first in with the Phoenician? Why? They never understood it. They started to figure it out. They figured out that long before them, our people came to their land and taught their language. That's how they got it. Because ain't nobody taught our people on this side of the world that language but our ancestors. Then they figured it out. This is the land of Canaan. This is the promised land. This is the land of milk and honey they've been talking about in these books we got. Damn, we finna take this whole land over now. Their land is powerful. They talking about this land in the Bible, right? So James Adair, Adair, wrote a book when he said he was talking to the Indians in the Southeast, and they were saying the exact words as the Hebrew Israelites. And he wrote a book, and the words are exactly the same. Sagala. The people was calling themselves Gullah. The Gullah on the Ogeechee River. Sagala is Hebrew, people. It ain't no African term. Gullah comes from Sagala. Now, when I show y'all the definition of Sagala, it's gonna blow your mind. And I got to show it to y'all who don't know it, just to show you how these people playing with y'all. I'm talking about you from Africa. You are them people from this land. Watch this. Let me show y'all something. Show y'all where these words come from. You from this land. Watch this. Sagala is a Hebrew word meaning a treasured possession, a special treasure or jewel used in the Bible to describe God's unique and precious relationship with his chosen people. Let's stop right there. I told y'all they switch nature out with God. So what that make you? Nature's chosen people. Treasures possession of nature. Special treasure. What did God call those people? The jewels of God. You get it? Where you think Jew come from? Jew comes from jewels of God. That's where Jew come from. Jewels of nature, jewels of God. God is nature. That's why them other people call themselves Jews. Sagala is the jewels of God. Them Gullah Geechee people are the bloodline of the jewels of God, the jewels of nature. They didn't come over here on no damn ship. They can stop that. The real Hebrews come from America. The real Proto-Canaanite Hebrew language writing people come from America. Sagala is where you get Gullah and Geechee from. You must know that. Geechee comes from the river. So now they literally telling you the Sagala people are living on the Ogeechee River. And it ain't, okay. Let me show y'all something. Okay, we know, okay. Sagala is the jewels of God, right? Gullah is jewels of God. You understand that now? There ain't no West African shit. They come from here. Right? You got that part? Now, Gullah Ak Geechee. Gullah Ak Geechee. All of it is Hebrew. Every last piece of it. It ain't Ak Mogi. It's Ak. A-C-H Mogi. So Gullah Geechee, right, comes from the river. Now let's pull up the river. Let's pull up the river. Now this is an American river. It's the Ogeechee River, right? Let me teach y'all something. Ogeechee River, right? Let me show you something. It's the Ogeechee River. Here you go right here in Georgia. See that? The Sagala on the Ogeechee River. Gullah Geechee. You get it? Sagala is jewels of God, jewels of nature, God's chosen people living on the Ogeechee River. So the YT man heard them people calling themselves the Gullah people, the Sagala, and he named them the Gullah Geechee for short, because they was the Sagala tribe living on the Ogeechee River, growing rice. Growing rice do not come from no damn Africa, because we got rice farms on the Mississippi River older than any rice ever grew on the planet. Nothing came here. They try to teach you things came here and they planted them. Nah. Things left here and got planted. You get it? Roll the coin. So you have to know where these terms come from, people. Gullah just ain't no shit from no West Africa. It just came on a boat. That's crazy. This is an ancient language. Sagullah. It's all through the Bible. But the word comes from here. That's a fact. You people ain't really got no culture. They try to say we don't have a culture. They don't have a culture. Zion Lanty, you got a question? Comment? Yo. The Masked Man, got a question or a comment? Let's see. Yo. Shay Rondo, question or comment? Let's see. I get some more people in here I never had up here. Tracy, what it is? Tracy Hammer, question or comment?
Oh, Truth.
Yes, ma'am. How you doing?
Good morning. I didn't mean to get on here, but since I'm on here, thank you again today for bringing the knowledge. You've got me so alert that I was watching a little clip on something totally off subject, and they started talking about this university over in New Zealand somewhere, right? I had to go look it up, and I look up they say they built it in 2 years, and it's just this beautiful structure. So I go look at with ChatGPT. The first thing it tells me, oh yeah, blah, 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 blah. They did it. They had this, these people. And you do a little digging. I learned there was only 22,000 people in the town at that time. So the evidence is there. But now that you told me you made that video where you went through 40 states, showing the buildings. Oh, I gotta go find that one. So that's my assignment today. I'm gonna go get that and keep going with you. I appreciate you.
No doubt. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. All right. I'll follow Miss Tracy Hammer. I just followed her back. How are these structures built in these areas where ain't no people living there by the time it was built? So you go back to what you were saying, New Zealand, you go back a couple hundred years, ain't even no people there to build no structure like that. So it's showing a traveling people building these structures all over the world. And they all built the same way. That's what makes it amazing, right? Because if these people are from different cultures, the building should be different. It's the same ancient culture. And the oldest culture is from here. They could stop it, acting like it come from Africa. It don't. These mysterious people that they talk about that that's old world people or our ancestors. Facts. Dashay, question or comment? Dashay. Yo. Let me see. Dashin, question or comment? Let's see what else we got. Deborah Kayward, question or comment? Oh, it's all good, Zion Lanty. It's all good, brother. Let me see. Coco, question or comment? Watch this. Diablo 5. Come on up and talk to me. Diablo, come on up and talk to me. Start the break. They always try to be funny in the chat, but they don't want to come talk. All right. Let me see. Step up. Question or comment?
Hey there, how you been?
I'm all right. How you doing?
Good. I swear I was coming up to say something about the Gullah Geechee people.
Mm-hmm.
That's where my people are from. So I'm glad you kind of cleared that up because I did not want to be African. So, and I was going to ask you something else.
Yeah.
2 days ago, me and somebody else was on a line. We found out we might be connected because I said I was from South Carolina, but I was asking my Gemini, my AI, and he said, no, your people originally came from Ohio and Michigan, and they are the original mound builders. So I said, what? I always tell people I'm from Saluda, South Carolina. So he got to asking me questions, and he told me, I gave him the 5 families that traveled back and forth. I had no idea it was a trading route. That's why I was coming to ask you if you know anything about the Adena culture.
Yes.
And I never heard you talk about that, but I heard you talk about copper coming out of the
Great Lakes.
Great Lakes.
Mhm.
And I live now in Missouri, and I was just at Forest Park and I saw this shiny top. And my husband was telling me that's made out of copper and they just had to rebuild it. That's why it's so shiny now, because I think the green makes it, it protects it when it's not as shiny. So the other one was really old, but I was just learning a lot about that. But today, when I was trying to get some more information about the Adena culture, I got really sad because the Asiatic Siberians from Russia or Canada or whatever, they moved down to this same area where my people are from, like 5 major areas, New Haven, Port Huron, Mount Clemens, just a lot of areas that they gave me confirmation that indigenous, autochthonous, that's a word I just learned, Aboriginal people were there. So I'm just glad you
Exactly.
cleared that up about we could be still Gullah Geechee, but I never heard of my people saying that.
See,
But
this is what we must understand. The ancient mound building culture are the original people, right?
it did say that. Yes.
Those are the direct ancestors of these different tribes. So those are the direct ancestors of the Gullah Geechee, the Choctaw, the Chickasaw, the Natchez, the Tomuka, the Yamasee, the Yamacraw, the Yuchi. All of these different tribes are coming from that bloodline of ancient culture, or the people who created this language that became Hebrew. So the mound builders of the Adena and the Hopewell and the Mississippians are all still that same bloodline. They just lived in different eras on different times on the Mississippi River.
So I know my people were builders because they built the town where we lived at in Berea and New Haven, but the Browns, the Cleveland Browns, just tore down my last family's home on that street to build like a shopping center or something, or apartments. So they tore down my little town. And it just breaks my heart. There was something I was going to ask you about the Adena culture, but I forgot it. But I'm so glad you give me questions to ask. Oh yeah, I wanted to know, do you know about the spider, what is it called? The Spider Woman. It was a culture. They were the original weavers of the dream catcher. I thought the dream catcher was hokey pokeish or just for the native Siberian, but it seems like that was something indigenous to the original people in
Exactly.
that area. So is it from us or is it from the Asiatic Siberians?
Now,
I don't mean to call them that, but I'm just, you know what I'm saying? They're just the natives, the different Indians. I don't know how to say it. How do you say it?
this Native Americans, I guess.
Native. Okay, sorry. Native Americans. Sorry, natives, if you're listening.
The thing about that is they take things and they put their own meaning on it, right?
Mm-hmm.
What they do is this was like some type of basket weaving. It was just a ancient weave that was put together, right? Like some just for like baskets and things that people hung up and stuff like that. But they took that and translated over to some type of mythology of dream catching.
Mm-hmm.
But it didn't start with that. It was made there by Native Americans.
Yeah, it said it was the women, because everybody was moving out of the area, it was a way to help keep people connected. So there's 8 points to resemble 8 legs. So I'm trying to learn what it is. But you know, if you do that art and you sell it, you could get fined and go to jail if you can't prove that you're indigenous or you know,
We'll
just
let
can't.
them. We'll let them have it.
We'll let them have it.
We'll let them.
All right, thank you. Keep up the
Thank you
good
so
work.
much.
All
Y'all
right,
follow
bye-bye.
step up. Follow step up. We'll let them have it. It just come from you know, a lot of stuff people like these different cultures do. They come up with this stuff on their own. It just come from another some old, but it started to, you know, just come up with their own stuff. Kassim, you got a question or comment? DJ King, appreciate you.
Hey, peace. How you doing, brother?
Peace. All right. How you doing?
I'm great. Just wanted to elaborate on, you know, I heard you speaking on the Gullah Geechee culture. You know, I'm 100% Gullah. I was born and raised in Charleston, South Carolina. Just to touch on some things you said, I was always taught that we was not from West Africa. There's nothing African about us. I mean, my family go all the way from what some people would call Utahville, but the EU is meaning really pronounced Yo. So it's like Yotoville, down by Santee. Far as like if you go to South Carolina now, you know, the YTs done pushed most of the Gullahs away from, you know, the downtown areas back out to the Sea Islands and stuff like that. So now they're really taking our culture, like the basket weaving and you know, the roses. They really down there selling our stuff, like literally selling our culture back to us and like putting an extra large price on it. You know, it really frustrates me, but you know, I want to thank you, brother, for always staying in touch with the universe, man. You know, and you know what you're doing is you get much respect from me, man. On to the most highest respect from me, brother. And like when you said Sagullah, that's one term I've never heard, bro. So you really sparked me right there. I'm gonna research that.
When you hear the right thing, it's gonna spark your soul. It's gonna spark your spirit automatically because it connects.
Yes, sir.
There ain't no way around. It gonna hit you right.
That's right.
Appreciate you, brother.
Everybody know we been y'all. I ain't going nowhere.
Exactly. Follow Kassim. Appreciate you, bro. Follow Kassim.
Thank you,
See,
God.
no doubt. Follow Kassim, everybody. Follow Kassim. See, once. Okay. Let me tell y'all something. When they do this stuff and break us away from a culture, right? All we gotta do is hear it again. That's all you got to see it, hear it, or taste it, or it got to be something with the senses, right? It could be a food, it could be a place in history your people used to be around and saw. It could be a word, It could be all you gotta do is throw it back out there and they catch it some kind of way. And it's back forever. So when I say Segula to Gullah people, when they start back looking through it's gonna pop right up. Watch what I tell you. It can't do nothing but resonate with your spirit and your soul. You're exactly right, Ron Knox. It's gonna automatically connect. People are connected to some type of power where false information don't connect. You might listen to it, but you might even think it's true. But over time, you're gonna fall away from it because you like it might be true, it might be not. I ain't messing with it. But something that go along with you, you can't shake it, bro. Ain't no shaking it. Once you hear the truth, it ain't gonna never shake off you again. Ain't no shaking it. For real, ain't no shaking the truth off you. You can lie to yourself all you want. Like to be honest with y'all, okay. And I hate to be picking on Billy Carson. Billy Carson, I love you, I'm in love with you, bro. But some hit him one day. We had to check his ancestry, bro. He had to. It's too deep in his soul, bro. Soon as he go look, he find his daddy an Indian. I'm talking about soon as he go look, Indian, daddy. Out of nowhere. He get to post a picture with his daddy, talking about his daddy an Indian. Now, I said that to say this, Billy. No disrespect to Billy. I ain't even gonna disrespect my people no more. I'm just telling y'all what I see. Now, I know you a historian, kind of like me, but how can you be a native, your daddy be indigenous to this land, and you teaching people from the Middle East, ancient cultures, is aliens? Our people believe in nature. We don't believe in mythology. So you contradict yourself with their teaching. Because I got an explanation for everything. Truth now got an explanation for everything. How the pyramid was built, how the Tartarian building, I got an explanation for all this stuff. Because once you study our history the right way, you can see what went on. You can tell how they built this. It's sacred math. It's sacred astrology. These mounds and pyramids are built in sacred math, people. Just like them damn buildings built in sacred math. I showed y'all something yesterday in Egypt. In Egypt, they got the royal cubit, right? The pharaoh has a royal cubit. It's made out of gold or copper, whatever you want it to be made out of. Everybody building on out there in the square has to come calibrate their cubit every 30 days. Because if your cubit off, you're going to fuck the buildings up. That's an ancient culture's teaching. Now, why in Arkansas, the mounds are lying just like with the same royal cubit length as pyramids in Egypt? That's ancient knowledge, bro. 104 by 52, true self. It's called a royal cubit. That's true. Cahokia built the same way. Moundville, Alabama. Our people were building with ancient knowledge. So therefore, when I see this in mound form, them our people is just that simple. Ain't nobody in BC time building with no royal cubit but us. Right? So when I go look at Arkansas and I see shit like this, right? I go look at Arkansas and I see stuff like this. Ain't no way. Ain't no way, bro. Hold on. Ain't no way our stuff is built the same way Egypt is built in mound form over here. It just don't make no sense, right? 104 by 52. 104 by 52 yards in diameter, right? (104 by 52) are strongly connected to ancient Egyptian system of measurement, people. Why are the mounds built in the same form as the Egyptian system of measurement, the royal cubit? Why? Somebody explain it to me, bro. All you hunter-gatherers, all you Egyptologists, all you niggas saying we from Africa and all of that. Why are ancient mounds in America the same fucking layout and built with the same measurements as Egypt? Somebody got to explain it to me. Y'all know everything. Where all you smart ass niggas at? All you smart hunter-gatherers. Where y'all at, bro? Somebody explain it to me. Please. Anybody from man from land, please explain to me how I'm from Africa. How? And we got the oldest science and math on the ground on the Mississippi River. And I'm from Africa. It don't make no sense. Y'all can take that African shit. We really need to be kicking y'all in y'all ass. That's what we really need to do. Y'all really need to get off our land, bro. For real. Like, to be honest with y'all, all you other people, y'all really need to just bow down. We really letting y'all make it. Like, these people are unalive me for teaching this, bro. That's, you know how powerful that is. I'm sitting here showing you ancient math, bro. On the ground at the river where it was created. This ancient math was created here. This ancient math of these, the layout is 104 by 52. You can drop a pyramid right there and they're going to lay perfectly on them. It's the same damn science. This is the older version of it, though. This is where it starts, in the dirt. Everything starts in the dirt. It don't start in stone. It starts with earthen mounds. The teachers of Egypt came from here, bro. Y'all think this is some bullshit? People think I just, like I'm just bullshit. 104 by 52. See that right there? Egyptian math. See, I got the receipts that go along with what I'm trying to teach you. I'm going to show you your history. And these YT people know that. So when they go out there and measure this stuff and they hit right along with Egypt, they're like, damn, these the same people. Damn, these the same people. Them people we got out there on that plantation, the same damn people, bloodline from Egypt. We enslaved them people on their own land. We made them prisoners of war in their own land. Tell them they are from West Africa, because West Africans ain't got no connection to the ancient, knowledgeable people. They think it's a joke. They think it's a joke. Everything funny. 104 by 52, right? Ancient Mississippian buildings and Egypt. Strongly connected to the Egyptian measurement system. A double cubit and a royal cubit is 52. You keep doing it over and over again, you get the sacred math of building. Right? The standard is 52 centimeters. So when you laying out something, you got the 52, 52, 52, 52. So many times to get that perfect level. Right? The king's chamber of the Great Pyramid, such as the height in granite stone, are dimensions of 1,048 millimeters by 524 millimeters. It's the same as 104 and 52 when you break it down. Use the math in your head. You break it down, it goes to 104 to 52. That's ancient math, people. The king's chamber of the Great Pyramid. Why the mounds are lined just like the king's chamber of the Great Pyramid? You better ask yourself that. Stop playing. Talking about we from Africa. The Native American built that? Nah. Ain't no way on God's given green earth Native Americans built that. That is ancient super knowledge. Right there in Arkansas, right there in Alabama, right there in St. Louis, right there in the Delta in Winterville, Mississippi. Same layouts. Stop playing. Now, if I was an Egyptologist and I taught that, niggas would be in awe. Oh, man, the sacred math, Egypt, oh my God. I tell you the same measurements on the Mississippi River, everybody dumbed down. White man told you it's Native American, so you don't know, this nigga lying. How? Bro, I would go out there with a damn measuring tape myself and measure that motherfucker. And put 104, 52 going this way. Now you like, whoa. Hold this, bro. Let me go measure this mound to mound. It better not hit nowhere near 104 and 52. That's exactly what it's gonna do though. And then now, okay, that is the mound form. That's the king's. Now, hold on. Now let me show y'all something else. Let me show y'all how these people bury this shit on top of your ancient culture. While people think it's funny. Okay, I just showed y'all 104 by 52 is a king's chamber in Egypt. Mounds of hundreds of bodies, hundreds of skeletons up under them mounds. Them kings out there, people. Them chiefs out there. This how you bury chiefs, kings, pharaohs. You get it now? That's why it's shaped like that. I just showed you in Egypt the same layout. It's the king's chamber in the Great Pyramid. Now, people buried in the same measurements on the Mississippi River in these Native Americans. Nah, dog. Y'all kiss government, y'all kiss my ass. It's a king's bloodline. That's a chief's bloodline. Them the greatest people on the face of the earth buried. Them skeletons as if they found in Plume Bayou. Them skeletons they found in Plume Bayou that the Smithsonian got. They're buried right here. Them folk created Paleo-Canaanite Hebrew and evolved to create hieroglyphics. Buried right out here on the Mississippi River. Ain't nothing around here right now but some hillbilly ass hunter-gatherers. Arkansas tore the fuck up. That's a fact. This bloodline is the same bloodline that went to the Nile on that same damn river that led right to the Mississippi River, and they see where it's at. Roll the corn. Roll the corn. Now, you either gonna have the royal tomb of the people, then you build a fortress around it. The royal tomb is 104 by 52. The fortress is always 210 feet around. Watch this. Watch this. 104 by 52. Now, what the fortress is around, how much is that? 210. 210 feet in diameter. The fort around the mounds is 210. The high ridge. This is protection against the outside. 210 around the hollow square. The hollow square. You must know what they're trying to tell you now. Hollow square. Around the hollow square. Who lived in the hollow square? See this this way over nigga. This way over people's head. They don't know what they looking at. Who lived in the hollow square? Watch this. Who lived in the hollow square? 210 around. Who did it there, Truth? Hollow square. Hebrew square. The hollow square. Hebrews lived in a hollow square. The mound got a hollow square around them. 210. Right? Now watch this. Watch this. Let's go to Samaria. City of Ur. Mounds and forts around the mound. Let's see how much. Let's go look at the yards on that. I gotta show it to you again because people don't believe it. Let's go look. The ziggurat of Ur. Base dimension is how much? The fort. Motherfucker 210, ain't it? The fort around the mound in Samaria. The city of Ur, 210. The fort around the mounds in America, 210. Okay. Same bloodline. Because we talking BC times. You think it's just hunter got take his motherfuckers running around all the way around the world with ancient knowledge? Everybody know about 210, 104 and 52? Nah. Hell nah. Ain't no way possible. It's impossible. This ancient sacred knowledge of your ancestors, they built everything the same way. With the same math system. Even them Tartarian style buildings built the same way. Yes, they are. I can prove it. I got a live coming up about that tomorrow, too. I'm going to show y'all the Tartarian building got that same math. 104 and 52. 210. Just expanded. I'm going to show it to you tomorrow. Because they don't believe me. Nobody believe it till you show them. You got to show them. Right? Now that's called the royal cubit. Right? Royal cubit. Now, let's go look at India. Ancient India used a concept very similar to the royal cubit called the Muzham, M-U-Z-H-A-M. It's cubit in Kerala. The core idea is the same. It's called the M-U-Z-H-A-M, right? Let's go see who else used it. The Mayans. Royal cubit. Think that shit ain't over here you want to. Egypt got them. Cubic rod. Mayans got the cubic rod. Yeah. So, this cool, but the mound's older than both of these. So therefore, Mayans got that from their ancestors from over here. We took that shit from here to the Nile. Now they got this because it started over here. Simple. Simple. I'm just showing you that it's on the land now. So you won't be thinking I'm tripping. It's on the land. It's on the land. Now, the royal cubit evolved from the human forearm, elbow to fingertip, but was standardized. Elbow to fingertip. So now we're looking at some type of symbol like this. Elbow to fingertip. You see it? Elbow, fingertip, glyph. Elbow to fingertip, glyph. Now I'm going to take it all the way back to Hebrew and I'm going to get out y'all way. Now, elbow to fingertip glyph in Egypt. Now you know what it means. Now, fingertip glyph, hieroglyphic. I'm going to take you all the way back. I'm going to take you all the way back right quick. Roll the coin. Tell you what your ancestors were trying to show you. Let me show you what your ancestors were trying to show you. Why they misinterpreting what the hell we were doing. Roll the coin. Let me show you what they were trying to show you. If I can find it. Now, see the glyph right here? Look at this glyph. Look at this glyph right here. Right here. Where is that? Y'all always trying to mislead the people. Hold on. Where is it? I just seen it. Right there. You see that arm? Elbow to the builder's knowledge? The royal cubit? The owl is for wisdom. The royal cubit of building, the sacred math of building. There's some type of pillars right here, right? Ma'at, the feather. Okay, now let's go back and find it right there in Paleo Hebrew. Because this is where it come from. The arm, right? Let's go way back. See, now Egypt is middle Ivri, middle Hebrew. Let's go way back to the people who taught them this. They ancestors. Let's go way back. Now, you see that arm now, like this. Now, hold on. Let me show y'all this first. Show y'all this right here first. Because now you know who built all these buildings. Because the sacred science built all the buildings. Pyramids, mounds, all of it. It wasn't no different. It's only one sacred science, people. Ain't no 5 of them. They're trying to tell you, hey, people over here got it. Sumerians got it. They sacred. The Egyptian got it. No, it's the same bloodline of people. They got ancestry somewhere that taught them that. They got their blood in them, right? That's a fact. They couldn't be building this stuff if they ain't know it from their ancestors. Now, let's go back to mound builder artifacts. If I can find it. Let's go back to North American mound builder artifacts. If I can find it. Mike can't find it today. But y'all seen the arm, right? I'm still going to show it to you if I can't find what I'm looking for. Here we go right here. Now, what was that arm an elbow before it became a hieroglyphic. This right here. See that Z on the face of a with just like a chin of an Egyptian. This is an American mound builder artifact from Ohio. This is ancient, people, right? See that Z on his chin, just like the Egyptian chin scrap, beard like burial, right on his face. Remember the arm and the yard? I mean, you remember all that, right? Remember all them symbols now. This is an American artifact. It's real. Okay. Let's go take a look. Now, where did the Egyptians get that hieroglyphic from? Let's go look a little bit, my baby. This master knowledge right here, this master teacher knowledge right here. There go your elbow and your arm right there. There go your elbow and your arm right there. Yod. Yod. Ain't that your elbow and your arm right there? That turned into Egyptian hieroglyphic. This the first one. Ain't that what's on the mound builder's face in America? The damn Z I just showed you. All of them mean the same thing. Some type of worker, stone worker, mound builder, some type of ancient master mason. Ain't that same? This on the face of the mound builder. Then the other symbol is this. Then you get the arm to fingertips of the royal cubit in Egypt. You see it? Y'all get it? Put the coin in the chat. You get it? Now, Yod, right? Yod became dead, right? Now, what does Yod mean in Hebrew? Paleo. Let's go paleo because it's old. The arm symbolizes work, creation, action, and the ability to do things. So Yod is Yad, which means symbolized by your arm. It symbolizes work, creation, action, and the ability to do things. A drawing of an arm and a hand signifies hand is Yad or Yod. Right? Ancient builders. Work, creation, action. See it? Proto-Sinaitic hand. Proto-Sinaitic. Now let me show y'all how old that is. So people can stop playing. Acting like this other shit older than this. Copy that. Proto-Sinaitic language. Found in America. I just showed you on the first face now. Hold on. That became Hebrew, people. Over time. Proto-Sinaitic Hebrew. Come on. Come on, AI. You ain't gonna give me nothing? You clutching? Now, they try to say 1900 BC. 1500 BC. Okay. Okay, cool. Let's see how they say Paleo Hebrew. All of it the same. They just put different names on it. Now they say this go back to the 10th century BC. Right? See that? 10th century BC? It's well before Egypt, people. Well before Egypt. I'm talking thousands of years. Paleo-Hebrew. Let's go find Yod. Let's go find Yod. Right there. See that Z? You see that damn Z? This is a 10,000-year-old language. See that Z right there? All right. On the artifacts in America, automatically, right? Whenever you get through talking, ain't no language older than what this man got on his face found in the mounds in America. Ain't no language older than it. Therefore, the language was already over here. It come from here. This is the first Paleo-Hebrew language on the face of the earth. Right on that man's face. That same Z, that is Yod. Work, creation, builder, mound builder. That language is older than hieroglyphics. This is the language that made hieroglyphics. And y'all gonna sit here and try to tell me I'm from Africa. Now, if y'all think I'm bullshitting, let me show y'all where this artifact from. Let me show you where this artifact is from. Roll the coin. And these melanated people, y'all can stop it. You can stop. Stop while you ahead. These ain't no damn natives. Stop while you ahead. Let me show y'all where this come from. Y'all won't think I'm bullshitting. Hold on. I done went too far. Hold on. Y'all know I don't play with the receipts. Now, I just showed you a language that is older than Samaria and is older than Egypt. That's a fact. This the base languages for their languages. That's a fact. Cuneiform even come from these languages. That's a fact. Let me show y'all where this artifact from. Let me find it again. There's so many receipts. Hold on. Give me 1 second. I got to show y'all where this stuff is from, so you won't think I'm bullshitting. Here we go, right here. Read that. Where he from? Hopewell. Moundville, Ohio. With Zod on his face. Yod on his face. Y-O-D. Of hard work. On a skull from an altar in Ohio. You see that? Roll the coin. That's all I really got to show you. I can kill anybody in the world who want to play with us, talking about they can act like we ain't the oldest people on the planet. I can kill you dead in 5 minutes. I just be letting y'all make it, letting y'all think y'all got a chance to play with me. No matter what you show me, it ain't older than that symbolism I just showed you. And it's Hebrew. Facts. That means we had the oldest ancient builders with that royal cubit knowledge on this continent before Egypt and the Middle East and Samaria and India and Europe and goddamn Indus Valley and China, all out there now. One of them exists. Now, where the knowledge come from? This man was buried in the what? The spiral mounds? I can't see it. Somebody put it in the chat if y'all can see it. This was an artifact from Hopewell. I'm trying to find out what mound. I think it's the Scotia mounds. Scotia? I might be tripping. I think it is Scotia. Hopewell mounds. Okay. Roll the coin. Now watch this. Hopewell mounds. And last but not least, the last receipt you need to understand where all this stuff come from, where the Hopewell mounds found it? Along the Mississippi River and its tributaries. Now, when I tell y'all Mississippi River is the creation story of the languages, the people, the oldest knowledge. Hebrew came from it, hieroglyphics came from it, cuneiform came from it. You better go research it before you even try to play with anybody who try to tell you their history. Right? There you go. Those people I just showed you with that artifact became the first Egyptians, the first Sumerians, the different bloodlines coming from them people, these people on the river. They bring the language, they bring the agriculture. Why do you think they're bringing agriculture from somewhere else? Trees, grapes, and oranges. They learned it from this land. Pomegranates is the fruit of the Hebrew. Pomegranates is not from there. Pomegranate from right around here. So now you start to understand that these special spiritual so-called gods created a boat, learned how to seal it, and sail right over there to y'all. And your landmass spit out people long after hours. So when we pulled up, we was 100,000 years more advanced than y'all. Where you get 100,000 some years from, Truth? The DNA of the man found in South Carolina, DNA is 100 and some thousand years older than Africans. The man from South Carolina with the oldest DNA, the Adama gene, Adam gene, his shit 340. Albert Perry shit 340. African shit is 120. I mean, it's like 220. That means his DNA 120,000 years older than y'all's. So therefore, if his DNA was on this land 120,000 years before your DNA popped up, Africans, we is the original man on the planet. That's enough for today, man. Y'all gonna make the FBI come lock my ass up. I don't even be trying to go that deep. I ain't gonna go that deep no more. We're gonna stay up here. I hope y'all heard what I said, though. They thought the oldest DNA was 240 something. Albert Perry hit the air with 340. And it shook them. Original man come from this continent. Facts. Africa did not spring up to 100-some years. They evolved 100-some years after us because their land came up under the water from after us. So therefore, they were still hunter-gatherers. And we was married. So when we put our beautiful, sophisticated ship, Cadillac, we drove our Cadillac to the country, pulled up on the ship, and boy, we was already way more advanced than y'all. So therefore, we didn't come from no damn Africa. We gave y'all some of this good blood, the ancient bloodline. That's when y'all start coming with Moors and coats of arms, shit like that. Y'all got to drop our blood from our ancestors who came over there. Now y'all claiming all type of royalty over there. Either y'all got bred out by the white man, or the white man killed all y'all people. They had to drop. Now he the king of England. See, I don't want to get into all of that. This shit deep, y'all. When I write this book, it gonna shake the world. I'm telling you. It's deep. Right? It's very, 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 very deep. It ain't simple at all. What you really got to know is the Moors got the language, the Berber got the language from the Phoenician, the bloodline from the Phoenician. He carried it on with his one drop, right? That's why he ran Europe for so long. He had the one drop from our people. He was an African mixed with a Phoenician. That's a Moor. You get it? A North African mixed with a Phoenician Hebrew. This is where he got his language from. This is where he got his knowledge from. The Moors turned Tanit, the mother goddess of the Phoenician, to a mother goddess called Afri. Afri. The Berbers were called the Amazigh. The Amazigh. Research the Amazigh, getting the knowledge from the Phoenician. Then it turns into Berber, then Moor. This is where he got the knowledge from, mixing with our people in North Africa. He's not the original. So if they get rid of all our people, because they do unalive our people because we got too much power, we own all the trade centers on their land. They cutthroat us and take over the trade centers, right? The farm and the agriculture and the trade centers all through the Mediterranean Sea are sitting right there to be taken. And if you take it, you become some type of king because you got the food and the castles, right? You camping. You just robbed and killed people, and then you live in a castle and sell their agriculture, learn how to keep growing it, because we put it on y'all land. Now you become the king. You cutthroat your own bloodline. Because ain't no crops over there, people. Now, during this time, the hunter-gatherer YT people coming up, all through Africa, all through Europe, they learning. Y'all enslaved them. Y'all take the knowledge of the one drop and use it against the hunter-gatherer white boy for a long time. See, y'all the reason the world fucked up. Because y'all handled them people real bad over there. We was in America still eating big oranges, chilling. But our ancestors who came to that landmass had already been unalived or gone or imprisoned but our bloodline still carried on through African bloodlines. So y'all took the power of agriculture and structure building you learned from our people and enslaved the Caucasian. They come from y'all anyway. Y'all enslaved them for a long time, a couple hundred years. They finally come together. The hunter-gatherer. Start attacking places with ancient knowledge. Egypt. Samaria. Finally got the knowledge. Right? Greek and Rome is rising. Greek and Rome is hunter-gatherers. Even though we built Greek, the Cretans and the Mycenaeans, but the bloodline already been mixed and all us gone. Phoenicians gone, Cretans gone, Mycenaeans gone, the Egyptians gone, the Hebrew is gone. At a certain time in Europe, it's over with. Our cities still stand, but our bodies are gone. We mixed with other cultures. You get it? The closest thing to us was the Berber, Amazigh, Moor. He runs Egypt for a while, Europe for a while. Now, he enslaved the white man. The white man starts to rise. He gets Rome and Greek start to come up. From our ancient culture now. Now the Romans got a whole army. Now they ready. Yeah, Rome ready now, baby. Y'all done bust them upside the head for years. Rome ready now. And took all the ancient knowledge and created Christianity. Big Roman Catholic churches on top of our ancient culture. Everything melanated they don't like. They mad at the melanated man. Why? Because they enslaved them. They are the first slaves on the planet. Well, not really. They enslaved our people there was Hebrews that came to in Egypt and stuff like that. Now they went on first. But that's why the white T man mad, because the knowledge got passed to the Moors, then the Moors enslaved their ass. When they come into power with Christianity and the Roman Catholic Church, everything more must go. This starts the Crusades, people. This starts the Crusades. Christian armies with the cross, mowing down everything. Muslims, nature worshipers, they don't care who your ass is now at this point. You could be fully Hebrew. You finna get out of there. Get out of there. They coming. Roman Catholic Church coming, and they want all your buildings. They want all your agriculture fields. They want everything look like it's worth value. All your gold in the tombs, we digging that shit up. We coming to tear your head off. Here come Rome. They want Muslims and everybody else. Muslims and more. They want your ass out of there. Like they said in Mississippi, your ass out of there. It's over with. They coming. They mow down the whole Europe. Go through Africa, mow it down. Run there all the way to the coast of Morocco and Portugal and Spain. Run their ass out of there too. 1491 is the last year they mowed it all down. Where they came to next? America. Now you get it? Now, over there, they are turning our ancient buildings that they thought was owned by Moors that didn't build it into Roman Catholic churches. Putting their pagan gods on top of Roman Catholic churches. I mean, building churches on top of our ancient spots. So when they come to America, they do the same exact thing. Right? Same thing. You must understand your real history. Guess what happened? The old world people are us. We built everything. Then we mixed with them people, which was melanated Africans. They get us out of there. They take over the area over there. They enslave white people. Because white people came from Africans. Y'all don't know, I hope y'all know that. Then, white man rose. I can't be mad at him. And that's when Rome came. And Rome wasn't playing. Crucifying everything. Cutthroat. Now, you must understand they get the knowledge coming all the way from the ancient culture all the way up into the new culture. And they switch it out and put it in the Bible as a new book with new gods and new, but the meat of the Bible is ancient cultures, knowledge. They just switched it out with God, right? Jesus and God switched out. Now, they use the book to keep you at bay, right? When they switch you over to Christianity, It teaches you to respect your enemies and all of that. Don't go against your enemy, your worship of. Don't do none of that. So now I on fire. Y'all have a great day, man. Love you, I'm in love with you.